guys, it's me, Liz from Liz Does Flosstube. Sorry, I have a cold again. I also have an Instagram that's Elizabeth Does Flosstube, but I haven't been very good about putting pictures up there recently. And then I changed the name of my Facebook page. That's not my personal page, it's like my crafty page. It's Liz B's Crafts and other stuff, or Flosstube and other crafts. I can't remember. I just changed it today and I already forget. I'll link it below. I filmed this whole thing before and Maggie was here and it was a disaster. So I'm gonna do it all over. But now I've taken cold medicine and I'm tired. So let's see. First things first. Where are the rods? There they are. So, I was telling you guys last week about the Arabesca scroll rods that I use. I have 3 sets now, but they're not available anymore. The company is based in the Ukraine, and with all that craziness, I think that's the reason why they're not available right now. Hopefully later they'll be available again, because they're my absolute favorite. They're the ones that have the little plastic clips. So, like I said, so they're not available right now. There was one set left that was an Amazon return. And I talked about this last week, but I hadn't gotten them in the mail yet. So it said that they were missing their hardware. And I didn't know what that meant, if it meant the little clippies or what. But it meant the knobs. So I don't have the knobs. But I got this set. And it came with its scroll rods, its sidebars, just not the knobs. Now, I've gone to Lowe's before and tried to find wing nuts or something that would fit these. They're metric, because obviously the Ukraine and just about everybody else is metric. And I don't think Lowe's had, they definitely didn't have the T-nuts. They might have had wing nuts, but I don't think they did. Not the right size. They had just regular nuts, hex nuts, but that's not good enough. So I'll show you, take one of these off. So these are the knobs. So what it is a T-nut. So it's in this nice square piece of wood. It's, where's my camera? It's there. They're about, I don't know, ½ inch thick. They drill the hole all the way through, and then they push a T-nut into that hole. And a T-nut just has this flat part, and then it's got like teeth that go down into the wood so it doesn't spin. So I thought today after work I would stop at Home Depot and see if they had either T-nuts or wing nuts that would fit. So I took my project that I had with me and went in there, and they have the T-nuts. So this is what they look like. Here, I'll take one out. So basically what you do is you drill your hole in the wood, and then you push these into that hole. So this is what that looks like. So it's got these sharp points, and what you do is you drill a hole that's big enough for this part to go in, and then you hammer it down in, and then these teeth grab the wood so the whole thing doesn't spin. So they had them. So if anyone else is planning on it that has these, and like when you get the set, you get 3 sets of scroll rods, 2 sets of sidebars, and then 8 knobs. So you have enough knobs to do 2 sets at once. So sorry, trying to get this back in the package so I don't poke myself with it anymore. So if anyone else was going to try and make their own knobs or use wing nuts, the size you need is M6 1.0. It's metric, that's what the M stands for, metric. So it's M6 1.0. Now, this is either a T-nut like this, if you have a piece of wood and a drill. If you don't want to do that, you could just get wing nuts. Same thing, M6 1.0. The 6 is the size, and then the 1.0 is the threads size, like the spacing, I think. So I went ahead and got, they come in 2 packs, so I got 4 2-packs, so I have 8, so I can have 8 more knobs. So my next goal is, this is, it's like a screw that screws in. I have the other piece, but it screws into this, and then this part sticks out. Now there's ones that are pointy on both ends, and they're called dowel screws, so you can screw 2 dowel rods together. But this, since it's got a machined end, I can't, it's called like a hanger or something. I can't think of what it's called. So what I'm gonna do is, I've got dowel rods, they're this size. You drill a pilot hole so you can screw these things in, and then I can't cut this groove, so it would be making like stitch on scroll rods. So you would put a piece of fabric and then you staple that on, and then you would stitch your Aida or linen to that. So it would be more of a long-term project. But I want to get enough of these that are long enough to make my own, because like I said last week, I made some sidebars. Well, that hole wasn't drilled very well. But I made sidebars so I can have some extra sets. So I'm gonna try to do that now that I know it's easy enough. Okay, so that's that. For anyone that wants to, if maybe you lost your knobs, there's the solution. It's M6 1.0. So there we go. I might actually cut this chunk of the video out and have a separate video just for that too. We'll see. So on to, let's see, should I do the haul first? Yeah, might as well, because I kept throwing myself off last time I filmed. So I have some thrift store haul, and then I have haul that I talked about last week, but I didn't have it yet. I was waiting for it to come in the mail. First thing from thrift store haul, I saw this and had to have it, and it's really annoying, but it is, excuse me, it's a jar that has honeycomb and little bees. The annoying thing is, it's from the dollar section at Target, so it was $3. $3? I got it at the thrift store for $2.92. Like, did they not see that? Like, whatever. I wanted it really bad because it's bees. And I thought, oh, that was the other thing. Okay. I had kind of a thought afterwards, but I just love it. It's so pretty. I think you're supposed to put a candle in it, or maybe use it as a vase. I don't know. I had to have it. hold on, I will be right back with one piece because it's up there on my dresser. I'll be right back. Okay. Sorry. I did it. I got the cone of doom. The 310 cone of doom. This thing is huge. It says it's 100 grams, approximately 425 meters. It's pretty exciting. Now, so afterwards, like I had got this, there was a 50% off regular priced item on Joann's. So, but this is only available online. So it's normally 25, I got it for 12 or 12.50, whatever. Super excited. Now afterwards I'm like, ooh, the jar. I can put it in the jar so I don't get dog hair on it when I'm pulling the thread. Nope. It's too big. But I have a big coffee cup. So I can set it in there so when I'm pulling, I don't catch dog hair in it. Now where can I put it so I don't get dog hair in it? I'll just go there. So that is another piece of haul. See, it's a good thing I did this because I forgot that the first time. Then I got this just because it was only 50 cents. It's a Leisure Arts 4 Seasons. And, you know, it's got the 4 seasons in this kind of configuration where you can stitch them like ovals, or there's these, which is kind of cool because they're different shapes. Then there's like scenes, and then on the back there's a real nice alphabet. So I saw that and I'm like, I think I've seen it, like these patterns somewhere. I don't know if I saw them on Pinterest or if I just saw them on Etsy somewhere, but I'm like, 50 cents, might as well. I don't know if I'll stitch them, but they're cute. And then there's a couple things where it's just like, there's like a horse-drawn carriage or sleigh. There's like a windmill. So there's people that do, what are they called? Spot samplers? Where if you find things in other samplers that you like, but you don't necessarily want to do the whole sampler, you just pick your little motifs that you like. And I really like that horse-drawn sleigh. There's like a squirrel over here. Like, it's cute. So maybe that's what I'll do. And then this thing, I have seen this at this store so many times, and I look at it and I put it down. I look at it and I put it down because $2 is a lot for something silly. But it is, oh here, I just took it apart. So it's this coffee cup. And you take out the inside, and it comes with Ada. Really nasty old piece of Ada. It, I think, used to be white. It's not even cut straight. Like, it's terrible. But it comes with the pattern to do this. So it comes with a pattern, and I'm like, I know I'm not gonna do that, but it might be kind of cool to replace this nasty Ada that used to be white. You can see it used to be white and then it turned yellow, and then the back is kind of red from the cup. But I can use it for something, and it'll just be like a pen cup or something. So I figured $2, and then you just squeeze that in and you're good. Obviously it wouldn't be dishwasher safe or anything, but cute. What else other than this? I think that's it. So this is the last thing. This I saw and I was super excited until I realized the stuff wasn't in it. But I saw, out of the corner of my eye, I saw Ginger, and I'm like, ooh, fancy scissors. It was empty, but still, cool kit, cool tin. And then I had an idea. I have the self-stick felt. So I put self-stick felt in the bottom. I figured it can be an orc catcher. But I decided if I put magnets in there, it got a needle minder. And it's just a magnet that I put down before I put the felt down. So it's got a needle minder. And then a scissor holder. So, and then also the ring for my floss stays there. So this is what I'm going to take with me to work. So I've got orc catcher, scissors, an extra needle for if there's days where I get to work and realize I don't have a needle. That happened to me. So in the break room we have 2 couches. So I usually sit on the end of a couch. I have like my stuff sitting next to me, and then I stitch, like I use the armrest of the couch to like hold up my thing, my scroll frame. So I thought this would be nice to put on the couch next to me. And if it falls on the floor, all my stuff's not gonna go everywhere. So 90 cents, really cool Ginger box. So I think that's all the haul. Oh, nope, fabric. So let's see. So one piece I talked about, it's called Aqua with Snowflakes. Oh no, that's not going to show up because it's late. There, that's kind of the color. I got this from dovestitch.com on Etsy. It's all one word, dovestitch.com. They spell out .com. And they sell fabric flare. So this is fabric flare, so it's printed. The back is white. And it's got, this one has white sparkles. So this I got for the Tiny Modernist Christmas stitch along that they did, I think, last year. And this is just big enough. 18 count Ada. This is big enough for that. It's probably a little wider than I actually need, but so that's what I got that one for. And then I also ordered, oh wait, skip that. So that's one piece, and then this piece is haul. I don't know. Okay. So this is the other piece I got, and I can't remember what this one was called. Turquoise? I think turquoise. It's a blue. Thing is, I thought it was gonna be darker, but it's okay. It works. So this is my Long Dog Samplers Santa quill. I'll put up the picture. It's really cute. Ever since they shared it on their Facebook, I was like, I need that. I don't even care that it's Christmas. I need it. And it'll be up all the time because rabbits. Rabbits pulling a sleigh with Quill in the sleigh as Santa. Yeah. So this is like his tail. And the sleigh is right here. So this is like the back of his wings and his tail. So this one has, it's opalescent too. It's got like opaly sparkles. So that and that. Oh, I got this pattern. So from the Cottage Needle on Etsy, all one word, the Cottage Needle, I got this pattern. It was pre-order for a long time, and then it finally became not pre-order, just regular order. So it is the Jackrabbit and it is The Year in the Woods. This is number 3. Number 1 was the fox, number 2 was the swans, and he is number 3, and I just love him. And I didn't realize he's smiling. He's really cute. So I don't know if I'll do all of these guys, but I saw him and I had to have him because his ears, look at those big ears. I just love him. So I got this, and then I also, so the Christmas thing, it's part DMC, part Classic Colorworks, Gentle Arts. Yeah, Gentle Arts. So I got my DMC all ready to go, and I ordered all of the other colors, the fancy flosses that go with it. So I ordered that and these together. And then I also had to order more of the Classic Colorworks for my Halloween Quaker. And I had ordered that, and then like 2 days later ordered this stuff. But it's really nice. She shipped them together, so she saw that I had 2 orders and shipped them together. They have the same tracking number. That's nice. I almost messaged her to let her know that I had 2 orders, but because she was out of town or something, so she only just now shipped it, even though I paid, like, not this past, whatever. She just shipped it. But she noticed that I had 2 orders and shipped them together, which is awesome. So I did that. Now I do have, oh, and I ordered the 2 colors, fancy colors for the, Santa. Prairie Schooler Santa. I was gonna just use the DMCs, but then I'm like, if I'm already ordering these fancy flosses, I might as well just order those 2, so I did. So hopefully next week I'll have those guys to show you, and some progress on brand new projects. So that's all of the haul I have, other than, you know, I got a yellow t-shirt and some black iron-on vinyl. I'm gonna make a Hufflepuff shirt. That's not really that exciting for you guys. So might as well get into whips. I have a bunch of regular whips, and then I have 2 new starts. Sorry again about my nose. I have a cold. Wait, what's in here? It's a rotary cutter. Not exciting. So, I gotta put that knob back on before I forget. Maybe. Okay. So, normally, after I finish filming, I take pictures of everything. That way, I know what I did now, so next week I have the pictures to show you from this week. But last week I forgot, and I was like, oh, I'll remember to do it in the morning. I did not. And then it's like, I started stitching, it's like, crap, did I take pictures? I don't think I did. So some of my pictures are just screenshots from last week's video. But, so here's my little folder. Okay, I don't know. I've been really bad about writing down my stuff. I make sure I remember to take a picture of how many stitches I did that day so I can write it down later, but I keep forgetting to write it down. So I don't know what days I worked on it. I don't know offhand. But here is one of them. And I worked on this, I think, for a couple days. It is the Cardinal Points by Long Dog Samplers. Now, this is not on the Long Dog Sampler website. They did the charting, but they did it for Gentle Arts. So you have to buy it through Gentle Arts or someone selling Gentle Arts patterns. So obviously the threads called for are Gentle Arts threads, but this is Cardinal Points. Here's where it was last week, and then here's where I got to this week. It's so hard to do at night. There, you can see the colors. So I had done last week, I had the outlines of this done, and I had some of the blobbies, but I had them in like a kind of like a mustardy yellow, because so I'm doing it in DMC because it's got like, I don't know, 25 colors, and there was no way I was gonna buy 25 Gentle Arts. So I went and did the DMC conversion, but there were a couple colors that had 2 DMC numbers that would work, and that yellow was one of the ones listed, but I used it and I didn't like it, and so I was actually using the other green I had picked out for the other, I don't know. This green was going to be used somewhere else, but so this is the green that I switched out. So I frogged all the yellow I had, which was around this leaf, the little blobbies, this whole thing, and then around this leaf. And then I restitched it in the new color. But I also stitched the flowers, some of the vine, this inside border, and then this inside border goes out like this because this is where the first cardinal is. This is the page size, so it goes to about here. So that's what I got. I love it. I want to stitch on it like all the time. So that's that. That's one. And I'll put it down over there, I guess. So I know last week I said my mom had asked me about the Geisha that she got me for Christmas, and I hadn't stitched on it in a while, and I told her, I'm like, it's just because it's so much black. I love the pattern, I want to do it, but it's so much black, it's so repetitive. I do a little bit and then I put it down. So I did, that day that I filmed, I did pick it up and stitch a whole bunch. I think I got like 200 stitches in, maybe more, I can't remember. So here's where it was last time, and here is where I got to with the one day that I worked on it. So I extended this probably 3 or 4 lines down, and then I ran out of thread. So, and then I started up here, and I'm like, I'll just go down until I connect with that, and then go across. But it's like I said, it's lots of black, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So I'll do it. I just want to get through the black so I can get to the cool stuff. But I think, so where I'm at on this side, over here is where the butterfly starts. So I'll get to do something. Well, at least I'll have an open space so I can do something. But there we go. So that is the second whip. So all I do is I just have a 310 just tied on here because that's all I'm using right now. So there's that one. I didn't stitch on that. What else over here? What's that? Nope. Okay, sorry. I'm very... I wish the lighting was better, but it's late. Well, it's 8:45. Okay. So I know I worked on this. Excuse me, hiccups. This is my giant Harry Potter. I'm ready to be done with these banners. I did so much to make it so the colors were the colors that I wanted, that now I'm burnt out on it. And then I have this background on these banners, and it's just so much blah that I just want to be done. So this is what I got done. This is where it was last week. Hold on, I'll be back. She woke up. Sorry, she needed cold medicine. So I've been working on these banners, and it's just like blah. I want to be done. So I'm trying to force myself to finish them. So there's where it was last week, and then this is where I got to. Not much farther. It's kind of hard to see because it's just the background color. I did the background of this down here, all the way to down here. I still have this corner. And then I have to fill in the bird and its beak and its talons. And then fill this one in, and then just do the back stitching on this letter, and this letter. Then I'll be able to move on to other things. It's so much. And I just burnt myself out trying to get the colors right. But it's fine. It'll work out. So that's that one. And then I guess from one Harry Potter to the other. This is my Hufflepuff house crest. Now I found this one on Pinterest, but it was originally a free pattern, so it's fine. So this is one I worked on a couple days. I think I worked on everything a couple days, pretty much, except for Harry Potter. I only did one day. So here's where it was last time, and then here's where I got to. So this is where I got to. Again, hard to see. Oh, there we go. Maybe I just need to turn. So before I had done all the black outline, and then I did all of the 939, which is the dark blue, which is the badger. And I had filled in the yellow around the H. So I started filling in, I did the dark outline of yellow, and then I started filling in the light. So that's pretty cool. It's nice. I was gonna do the gray accents, but after doing all the black and then all the dark blue, I wanted to do color. But there's lots of shading, and then even the badger has a bunch of different shades of blue, so it'll be cool. So that's that. And I did get, the only other thing I got that was haul was I got a yellow t-shirt and black iron-on vinyl to make a Hufflepuff shirt. But there's that one. And then the last one of my regular whips is Halloween Quaker. I know everyone did Halloween Quaker around Halloween. And I was thinking it was so big that I didn't think I would do it. I didn't think I would ever finish it, so I didn't want to start it because it would be just another thing I will never finish. But then I did the math, and I was like, oh, it's not actually that bad. If it's on like 18 count Ada, it's not that bad. So I went ahead and did it, and I got, these are my first fancy flosses. I got the called for Classic Colorworks. So here's where it was last time, and then here's where I got to, and this is, I think, 3 days worth of work. So this is where I got to. I think last time I had like the top of this inside mesh. I finished this all today, the rest of the mesh, and started working on this flower. So the crazy thing is, this is like 900 stitches already, and I haven't even finished that motif. So pretty crazy how big that is. But it's really neat. But like I said, it's not as big as I thought it was. Like, this is how big it's gonna be. This is the bottom, and then that's the top, and then it goes down to here. You know, I mean, it's not as big as I thought. So that's why I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And then this is it's called Twilight Hand Dyed Effect, and I got this from that dovestitch.com on Etsy. It's another fabric flare, so it's white on the back because it's printed. And this was it was like a markdown because something about the color was wrong or something. I don't know. There's one more piece. I'm gonna go ahead and order that next payday because I really like it, and it's a huge piece. So that's all my regular whips, and then I have 2 new starts and a very interesting thing. So I talked about the patterns last week, but oh God, that's annoying. When I got a hiccup. Right, hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta blow my nose. Oh, sorry. You don't need to watch me blow my nose. Okay, so I talked about buying the fabric for this and being ready, wanting to start it as soon as I got the fabric. And then I got it ready and I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and order the Cone of Doom. So I did. So then I didn't want to start until I got the Cone of Doom. So I only just started this yesterday or the day before. But I had it ready to go. Like as soon as that black floss came, I was like, boing. So this is interesting, and I wanted to know if it was possible to have 2 patterns on 2 different pieces of Aida on one scroll frame. And it works. So far it works. Both of these pieces of Aida are the same length. So I was able to, well, almost the same length. I think this one is an inch longer, but as long as I give it a little more, whatever. So here's a picture of my little girl holding it when I did it. I put it on my Instagram, and I shared it on my Facebook, or on a cross stitch group of it. It works. So here we go. 2 pieces of fabric, 1 scroll frame. So this piece was just a cut off from a big piece of white Aida, and it just happened to be wide enough. And I didn't really care how long it is, as long as it's, you know, as long as I need, but it's actually longer than I need. But it ended up being almost the same length as this piece. So I was able to get them on there, and they're both pretty tight. And this is literally how big this pattern is. This is the alphabet from Stitchrovia that I'm going to do for my little girl. So that's how big it is. And then this is Santa Quill by Long Dog Samplers. So it's bigger than this. It goes down to probably about here. I don't know. But I'm not going to have to scroll this for a really long time because it's big. So it's going to work.
What's she supposed to be doing right now?
Sleeping?
Go back to sleep, Frank.
So it works out pretty good. I'll have to keep you guys posted. But so this is 2 days worth of work. Hold on. 2 days worth of work. One day I did like 100 stitches. The next time I worked on it, I did like 100. But those are 2 different colors of blue. The A is done, and I'm just doing like the swoopy things around it. And then I'll do the B and then the C. I'm gonna do each letter separate. And then this is like, I don't know, 155 stitches. But that's really cool. I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work. So it's kind of fun. So that's that. And since they're right next to each other, I only need one needle minder, but I do need 2 needles. I did buy new needles today. I bought a little pack of DMC needles. Oh, and I got the DMC Etoile Black because the Witchy Stitcher, the last day of the Cryptid Stitch Along, she gave us 3 options for the last cryptid, and she made a chart that was the Cone of Doom. So then, like a week later, she released a pattern that is just the Cone of Doom, and it's really cool. So of course, you know, we all went and bought it. I mean, I know tons of people that did the stitch along bought it. So I'm gonna do the cone itself. The Cone of Doom in the middle is gonna be DMC Black Etoile, and then the rest of the black is just gonna be black. But I thought that'd make it fun. So I'm probably gonna use that Twilight fabric for it. So that's pretty cool. And then I think that's it. Hey there, it's me. This is the next morning. I realized as I was taking my pictures that I didn't talk about this one. So this is my winter cross stitch camp project that the Colorado Cross Stitcher is doing. We were supposed to pick a monochrome pattern, and you're supposed to start February 1st and try to finish before February 28th. So this is how far I got. I think this is 2 days worth of work. This one's a real nice, easy project to take with me to work because it all fits in my project bag and it's only one color. And so here we go. Where'd my little folder go? There it is. Okay. So here's where it was last week. And then here's where I got to this week. So, the first week I did was this arch and the fanciness. And then one day at work I took it and I did the flower, the house, and the lady. And then the next day I worked on it pretty much off and on all day at work. And then after I got home, I did this whole part of the alphabet and the squiggles on the frame. The next thing is there's a tree with a couple of hearts and bees all around it. And then under the tree there's like beehives, like a apiary. And then there's the alphabet underneath. So that's how far I got. I hit 34%.
Mommy, look.
So that's it. Back to the other videos. My plans, let's see. I think this weekend I might try to do that octopus if I'm feeling better. She's just gonna keep screaming for me. She needs to go to sleep. I think that's about it. She's throwing me off. Now my brain doesn't want to work. So I think that's it. I have floss coming that I'll show you when I get it. I do have, I showed it last time. I have a project bag from Goose that's coming. She shipped that today. So that should be here next week. I did order the Stitchy Box flower silks. I was gonna get the whole Greek mythology pack, but it was really expensive. And I'm like, I don't know if I'll use all of them. So I ended up picking my 5 favorite and ordering those, but they won't be here till March. She said it's like, I don't know, March 15th or something. So I did order those, and eventually I'll get them. And I'm gonna do a sampler, I'll get it in a minute! A Quaker thing. That's it, Quaker. I found a couple that I ordered 5 colors. So I found a couple of Quakers that are like supposed to be like 10 colors, and I'm gonna do the 5 colors and then just repeat them, or like ombre them or something. I don't know. So that's what I'm gonna do, because they're such pretty colors and I want to give it a try. So that's that plan, but that's gonna be a while. So really this week I'm just gonna stitch on stuff. I've got to get the banners done on this Harry Potter so I can move on to something not so boring. And then I'm gonna keep working on Quill, Santa Quill, and the alphabet, because really that alphabet shouldn't take too long at all. And then for the Tiny Modernist, the Christmas thing, I'm waiting on the fancy floss for it. But it calls for just regular white or Blanc DMC. I don't use Blanc, I use B5200 because that's my favorite white, is the B52. So I can start that and just start the frames, because it's, I think, 4 parts, and then there's a big frame so you can make them all together. Because it was supposed to be done, you can do stackable drums where each part was a drum and then you would stack them up. I'm not gonna do that. I wanted one big project. So I could start that. But now that I have all these starts and all these whips, I really just need to stitch. So I went ahead and put away my temperature quilt, because it's pretty obvious I just don't want to spend, it takes 45 minutes for each block to stitch out on my machine. It's behind you. And it's non-stop. Like, I can't walk away and come back in 45 minutes. It's constantly stitching, folding, stitching, folding, stitching, folding. So it's like, you have to sit, you have to be there. And at this point, I don't want to spend that 45 minutes doing that. I want to spend that 45 minutes stitching. So, put it all away. I bought one of the Rubbermaid like shoe containers from Walmart, and I put my already cut batting squares or rectangles, all the blocks I already had done. I put my little booklet that has the temperatures already in it, and then I'm going to print up my calendar pages that I have written all the temperatures for it in there, so I can have it all together. And I think what I might do is, since I have like half of the year of 2021 done, what I could do is the second half of this year, because I did the first half of last year, I could do the second half of this year. So it's 2 years. So then I have a while until I have to worry about it. I might do that, because it's not like anyone else is going to know that it's 2 years worth of temperatures instead of 1. Or I could just stitch it all as 2021, because I have all the temperatures written down. But I think I might try to at least cut out the pieces of the squid, the giant squid pillow. I'll insert that picture again because he's really cool. Maggie took back her Big Clifford, so I don't get to cuddle with Big Clifford at night. She has a Clifford that's like laying down, and we call that the Big Clifford, and then she has one that's standing up that's a little smaller, that's Little Clifford. So we have Big Clifford and Little Clifford, and she let me have Big Clifford for a while. But now she took it back, and I don't have anything to cuddle with. So I think I'm gonna at least get the pieces cut out, and then maybe next weekend I can do the rest. Yeah, because I'll have to buy more stuffing probably. I have one bag downstairs, and then this bag. Yeah, I'll probably need at least one more bag. And then my floor pillow that I made, just in the couple weeks since I made it, it's already squishing. pretty flat. And someone, I don't know who, pulled on the middle button, and the middle button isn't tight anymore. But at Walmart we have like a pre-cut foam square that, like furniture foam, it's like this thick. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the buttons off, open it up, pull out some of the stuffing, put the foam in, put the stuffing back in, so it makes like a stuffing foam sandwich. And oop, low battery, okay. And then stitch it back together and then put the buttons back on, because I mean it shouldn't already be flat. I know she's been throwing herself on it, like she loves that stupid pillow, and it's like, it's mine. So I think I'm gonna have to take it apart and put that foam in the middle, like have stuffing and foam, so it doesn't flatten out as fast. But I really do like that pillow. It's so nice, because like I said, I sit on the floor, and after a while it's like I'm constantly having to move my legs and get comfortable. So I'll probably do that, but this paycheck's gonna be kind of small too, because with the level 2 snow emergency last week, that was 2 days I didn't work. And then I had to call off work yesterday because I had food poisoning. So I missed 3 days of pay. Now 2 of those days I should not get points because it was a snow emergency, but yesterday I probably will get a point. And I was late this morning, so I'll probably get half a point. Whatever, I made it to work. They should just be happy I made it. But so that's that. I think I'm done for right now. I will talk to you guys next week. Trying to think if there's anything else to say. Nope, probably not. I'm just gonna stitch away. Stitch, stitch, stitch. I like to stitch. I guess I'll see you guys next week. It's 9:15 and I'm ready for bed. I think the nighttime cold medicine is starting to kick in. Oh, I gotta take my other medicine too. See you guys next week. Bye-bye.